In 2003, a local newspaper published the 150th anniversary book of Lambton County, dated between 1853 and 2003. To my surprise, the village of Bluewater was not mentioned. Curiosity got the best of me, and I started researching to see why it disappeared from our history shelves. There was very little written about the village. However, I did come across a registered plan in January 1925 showing roads being subdivided for an elite town. Three principal investors started this plan with good intention, but the plan was dissolved in later years, and it was speculated that the Depression of 1929 to 1930, as well as talk of coming war, might have been the cause. The land stayed idle until the early 1940s. The story began when the Allies were losing the war. Japanese troops had just occupied the rubber plantations of Southeast Asia. With that, in 1942, the Polymer Rubber Company responded to the need and opened a plant in the area. The call went out all over the world for tradesmen to come help build the plant. All different nationalities brought many of our grandparents and parents to Sarnia for work. Bunkhouses were erected for the men to have a place to stay while construction was in full swing. No women were allowed. The men started to get pretty lonely for their families. As a result, many of them gathered together to build homes in the shadow of the plant, and soon a small village, Bluewater, emerged. In 233 acres of land grew to a population of over 2,300, with 500 homes built. The majority were French Canadians, but different backgrounds like Italian, English, Polish, Scottish, and more were also present. Then, businesses were built. Grocery stores, shoe stores, to name a few, also churches, schools, fire halls, hotels. The creation of social clubs, bowling leagues, Boy Scouts, and Girl Guides, to name a few, gave birth to many wonderful memories, friendships, and families who lived in the village and which need to be shared. The Bluewater Public School was the first to accept the First Nation children to attend school together, which attracted interest from coast to coast in 1957. The beginning of the end of Bluewater. In 1953, the Lambton Health Unit reported that the sewage conditions must be cleaned up without delay. It seemed that Bluewater had outgrown itself. Applications were made to the City Council for help, but no funds were available for such an operation. Then we went and asked for assistance to the provincial and federal for a sewage disposal facility, with no success from them. We even asked Prime Minister Diefenbaker for help. Then in 1960, businesses started to shut down. Some located their businesses into the town of Sarnia. It was a tight family community and a very sad time for so many. Homes were being sold and moved away to different locations. However, everywhere they looked for land, petitions went up. The neighbors did not want the Bluewater people near them. Lambton College started their classes in the Catholic school, church, and the rectory. September 1964, mail deliveries ceased in Bluewater. In December 1964, Polymer bought 130 of the original 233 acres. February 1966, the final evictions were scheduled for settlement, and that was the last newspaper clipping found in Bluewater. To get a better understanding of the village of Bluewater and its short history, you should read A Walk Through the Village of Bluewater, Ontario, 1942 to 1966, written by Lorraine Maye Williams, available at 519-344-2489. Thank you.